The luminaries in the month of July are supporting you by nurturing something. You're ready to truly grow and you're going to do it in a confident way. So welcome everybody to Luminary Support You. This is our sky, our story. My name is Kelita Sahliah if you're new. And over here we are synchronizing all of the placements of the luminaries in the sky. We're synchronizing that with the numerology, along with all the transits that's happening for the entire month of July. So this will be available on YouTube for 48 hours and then it will be off on Wednesday and only available for Patreon members. So if you do want to come back to it, it's donation based. You can always check back in. So welcome everybody. Like I says, this is astrology of the sky. So we're interpreting the visible sky, so the sun, moon and stars that you see outside when it's not cloudy. That is what we're interpreting. It's not mainstream tropical astrology, it's the actual sky. So don't believe me, check for yourself. You can check that these transits are accurate by going online, googling it, the sky live, or getting an astronomy app, or grabbing yourself one of the calendars. But don't believe me, check for yourself. There is a discount available. So for those who are new, I have 38 minutes on this clock, so it can't be a long video. We are going to look at the numerology of this month, which I did cover in my Thursday video, so feel free to check that out. We'll briefly go over it now. Then we'll look at the base energies of this month, where the luminaries are sitting right now, and how we're operating from that, and how that will transition through the transits as well. So welcome. So we're starting off with our numerology, and if you are new over here, we look at 3 numerologies, so you need to breathe in and breathe out with me. I am light shining on multiple angles, so that's what we do. We look at the Gregorian calendar because that's, what we follow. Then the original calendar, because technically this would be the 5th month, not the 7th, if we were following the 12th months calendar accurately. And then I also like to follow the moon cycle, because that is the natural cycle of our hologram, which is 13 cycles. So that's why there's 3 numerologies, and I feel each of them play a role. So as you can see, we're getting 13. Oh, that's not 13, it's 3. Why did I write 13? We're getting 3, 4 and 6. Those are the numerology of this month. If you want a more in-depth video of the base energies, just watch my last Thursday video, and I'll tag it in this one as well, so you can watch it, where I go into more depth with all of these numbers that give the energy to the 3, 4 and 6. Okay, but we're just focusing on 3, 4 and 6 right now. So we're getting the 3 energy of the base energies level of our hologram. So 3 is the spiral, it's the coil, it's where energy flows. So it basically runs like that. It's the spiral of our reality. That is the 3 energy. It's your creativity, which spirals out of you, because we're not meant to be stagnant or a dot or even a circle on a loop. We are meant to spiral up and out, basically. So this is the 3 energy. The 3 is where your energy is traveling along and spiraling out. So it is about your creativity. This could come through even communication, being excited about it as well, because we've got 1 masculine, 2 feminine, and 3 is the child. So it's that very childlike type of energy of excitement, of just like, yeah, I'm excited to do this new thing or to continue this thing that I'm doing, but you've got this new spark of creativity. But that is the 3 energy. It's allowing yourself to, your creativity to spiral out. So I will say, in the month of July, if you are feeling any creative vibes, whatever that may be or look like for you, trust it, of course. We're then also getting the 4 energy too. So 4 represents discipline, consistency, leadership, business skills and things of that nature. Being number 4 as well, it represents time. So it's about spending your time wisely, being disciplined, having leadership in your own time and doing that correctly. So imagine you've got this creativity wanting to come out within time, okay, and it's being disciplined with your creativity. It's having that discipline about it. We're then getting the 6 energy, and the 6, like I said in my other video, is basically the pregnant lady. Yeah, it's a pregnant lady. It represents the material. 6 is the material. So you have 6 and you have 9 at the top, and 3 is the energy coil in between. So from the ethereal, the energy spirals down to the material. Okay, so the 6 is all about the material reality. It's that birthing potential, and seeing it as like a pregnant lady. That's where I see the nurturing element coming into this whole thing. Something about your creativity, what you are going to be disciplined at, being consistent, showing leadership in that direction. So a lot of business ideas may pop up this month, or to help your business or anything like that, to help projects, products, whatever it is, wherever you are. It could be in your career as well. But ultimately, this creativity, what you're going to be disciplined and spending a lot of time on, you'll be nurturing it with the 6 energy. So it's something that's going to be physically tangible in the physical reality, because it's ready to be in the material. Okay, this creativity, what you've been disciplined, leadership, is ready to appear in the material reality, to be birthed out. So you're going to be nurturing something this month. But that's what I'm seeing for the numerology. Do make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow your girl. Well, you know, don't say follow, vibe with me. Don't really like the term followers, but vibe with me. Do like the video though if you like my interpretation of the numerology. And let's get into the current positions of the luminaries now. I have to talk really quick because my phone, not the battery, the space on my phone after 38 minutes is cutting off. So anyway, base energy, these are this is CHRION. This is CHRION. It is a base energy. CHRION basically represents the key, and it is a past wound that you had, whether that's in a past life or your early childhood, early adulthood, teenage years. It was a wound for basically you being yourself, but ultimately that is the key, you being yourself. So it kind of creates this hesitant type of ness. The hologram will create the illusion for you to be hesitant to operate within these energies, which is the Pisces energy. But ultimately CHRION is the key. So this Pisces energy is the key for it all. This is wisdom, it's knowledge, and it's bringing that out in creative ways. It's really tapping into you create your reality, you choose your frequency type of vibe. That's like the biggest vibe, because Pisces being in the waters, water being connected to everything, allows you to connect to any water or frequency bandwidth you wish. So I do feel that is a big key, and this is a slower moving luminary, so it's in there for a minute. But that is a big key, this Pisces wisdom, and really tapping into the frequencies that you're ready to live. That's the key, and that's a base energy that we are all operating from. We're also getting child, the C, our inner child right now. It is retrograding. You've got some luminaries retrograding, but child, it represents our inner child. Keep in mind for retrogrades, because we've got a few, it's crossing the I's, dotting the T's, going back in time a little bit, so you do what is necessary, because you've now got the space, time and capacity to do whatever task that will be. It gives you the space and time to do it, okay? So you can actually move forward with your life. So child, our inner child, is retrograding where? In Aquila. So this is a luminary that isn't really recognized in mainstream astrology, but it is there. It's on the back of the calendar and you can learn it. Here it is, Aquila. Okay, so yeah, it's retrograding in Aquila. That is the eagle. It's very visible in the sky. I see Aquila a lot, and that's where our inner child is. Our inner child wants to really soar. Eagles are like very big birds. Let me just put the July photo on so it looks a bit prettier. There you go. It's beautiful, isn't it? Grab the calendars, people. But anyway, our inner child wants to soar, really wants to soar in the, you know, how you envision it. And right now it's retrograding, so whatever things happens in your life, you're putting in the work, so your inner child is getting ready to continue to soar, okay, or to soar even more. Everyone's going to be different. Again, with Lilith, retrograding. Lilith represents what we're truly passionate about, but the hologram, just like CHRION, will create illusions to keep you suppressed in that area. Again, it's retrograded, so we've been working on certain things, and it's in Libra right now. So we're really passionate about something, but the hologram may try to suppress it in areas. But it's all about, we're really passionate about working on getting balance. Okay, so we're in the space and time to work on certain things we didn't have the time for before, when it comes to what we're passionate about, and creating balance around that. Okay, so that's going to look different for many people, depending. It could be just literally work life type of balance. It could literally even be relationships, partnerships, and things of that nature. So keep that in mind. What you're really passionate about, you're definitely working on it, and you will be working on creating balance when it comes to your truest passions, and actually not just creating balance, but taking it from the mind, the ether, and bringing it into reality. Okay, your deepest passions. Fortune's been in Pisces for a minute, and I'm unsure. Like, it's been in there for a minute. It might have retrograded in Pisces. I'm not gonna lie, but either way, it's still in Pisces. Fortunate. So fortune is, you will be fortunate, operating within these energies. And like I says, Pisces energy is the key to it all. It is the key now, your wisdom, and bringing that out in a creative way to truly put yourselves on the frequencies necessary. So you doing that, you operating in that Pisces energy, will bring fortune to you. You being in your intuition, because Pisces is very intuitive, you trusting your gut feelings, going with the flow type of vibe, it's going to bring fortune. Okay, and ultimately, again, like I said, attuning yourself to the frequencies and bringing out your wisdom in a creative way. We then got Pluto, which is retrograding too in Capricorn. So Pluto, a big heavy base energy, is transforming not only our individual lives but our whole collective lives. It's transforming, because Pluto is all about transformation, death and transformation. Is known as the god of the underworld, and it's in Capricorn. So Capricorn's about solid foundation, stability towards long-term goals. So Pluto right now, base energy, retrograding, so you're doing what's needed, what you didn't have time to do, which will help aid your transformation when it comes to your stability and foundations towards your long-term goals. Okay, so where this retrograde energy will give us the time to move forward with this transformation of our foundations and stability. Okay, that's a base energy. We've then got Neptune in Pisces. We're going to touch on that as it is transiting. It's not transiting, it will retrograde, but Neptune, again, it fuels Pisces. That's all in the calendar. I'll show you. March, we've got Pisces here. Neptune fuels it, as well as Jupiter. So it's all in the calendar, as well as body to zodiac correlation, people. But Neptune, being this tuning fork, I spoke about this in my last video as well, is this literally is tuning fork. It's a water element, so it knows the connection to all, as well as it fuels Pisces. It's ready to just attune frequencies. You know, again, it's all of the Pisces wisdom, which is the key, and it's ready to bring in this fortune. Okay, so trust your intuition, your gut feelings, your dreams, visions when it comes to the wisdom you want to bring out and the frequencies you want to tune yourself to. We're going to touch again on Neptune anyway, but we've got Uranus sitting in Taurus. So Uranus is known as the father of electricity, and it can bring about sudden change, random change, you operating within this element. So it's not the easiest luminary to work with, because the change can be a bit like whoa, but it gets rid of the old to bring in the new, a bit similar to Pluto. But it can create sudden change operating within the Taurus energy. So Taurus, we're in the new toroidal field. So that is Taurus, it is the toroidal field. So this sudden change can come in and happen within our material reality. For one, the toroidal field is what draws experiences to you, so you interact with it, and Uranus is getting ready to bring sudden change in your material reality. Okay, so we're going to attract new experiences to us, and in attracting new experiences, that could get rid of the old and bring in the new. We then got Saturn retrograding again, so another retrograde happening in Aquarius. So Saturn is known as Father Time, and it's about discipline, structure, consistency, and how you're spending your time. And being disciplined, structured, and consistent, the Father likes to reward, and I am seeing rewards retrograde. I am seeing rewards probably popping up for some people in this retrograde, and definitely before it exits Aquarius in 2025. I did a whole Saturn station retrograde video, so I'll attach it to this one. Go and check it out. But we're still in that energy of this unique idea with Aquarius, which Aquarius is fueled by Uranus. So operating in this Saturn energies, it can still create that sudden change because it's in Aquarius. Okay, and that could be the reward as well. So we're still, if you've had a unique idea that you've been working on that you want to give back to whoever, Saturn, you've probably had to be disciplined and consistent in it. Probably not seeing much results because you need to show that you're on it, basically. But this retrograde energy will allow you the time again to fill in what you needed to do, so you can truly move forward with your unique idea, that very idea that you've been giving back to the collective, because Aquarius is the water bearer. This whatever idea it could be, but you're giving back, so you'll be spending even more time on it. Things you didn't have time to do before, you're going to start doing, and before we move forward. We've then got Jupiter in Taurus as well. So Jupiter is known as the luminary of expansion. All Jupiter knows how to do is expand. It doesn't know anything else, doesn't really care about anything else. It just wants to expand. So it's expanding in Taurus. Now, I did a Jupiter entering Taurus video. I've done a Uranus entering in Taurus video as well, where I go in deeper depth. I just need to edit it. So I'm going to edit it today, and it will be out this cycle, okay? But as Uranus wants to create sudden change in your material reality, Jupiter also wants to expand it. Okay, it just wants to expand. It wants to expand these new opportunities being attracted to your toroidal field. So this is another base energy we are operating from. And of course, this expansion of your material reality could expand this unique idea you've been working on. It could help transform your solid foundations because your physical reality is expanding and sudden change will come in. And of course, this expansion and unique idea could come based around this Pisces energy, basically the key to it all. Okay, so keep that in mind. We've then got Mars in Aries. So Mars represents our drive and our passion, and it's in the fiery Aries. So this drive and passion is amplified of this newness, doing things in a new way and actually doing it. So if you do feel you just have this new spark for your drive and passion, so could be why, but we will touch on Mars again as it is transiting. We've then got Venus in Taurus, and that's transiting as well. But at the beginning of July, Venus, representing the material reality, is sat in Taurus, which is all about the material reality. So it's like what we find valuable is represents what your values, your material values, will be based on this new toroidal field of attraction coming in before it transits. It will be based on actually experiencing more of the physical or material reality. Okay, we've then got our Mercury entering into Cancer, or is in Cancer. So the way we're communicating or exchanging our energy is based predominantly around things that we want to grow and nurture and protect. Okay, so that's the way we're exchanging our energy. It's more in a nurturing way. So yeah, basically. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, and I feel what we want, how we're exchanging our energy, what we want to grow, nurture and protect, expand on, basically will be part of the key because it's this wisdom, this unique idea, or this unique idea. We're exchanging our energy because we recognize this unique idea as well as our wisdom, which is bringing about fortune. That's what we actually want to grow and protect, okay? As well as our sun, our ego is operating through Gemini. So we're seeing things through this Gemini lens right now of quickness, communication, energy exchange, and things of that sort. So if there is a lot of communication that could come up before this transits, like for example, let's synchronize it all together now. You're exchanging your energy as that's how you're looking through your ego in a certain way. As you're perceiving your reality through these energy exchanges, you're realizing what to grow, nurture, and protect, okay? You're realizing that when you're exchanging energy with things and you're in the material reality, you're knowing this is what I want to nurture and protect and grow even more, okay? These are the things I want to actually create balance in. Yeah, this is how I want to continue this unique idea with what I'm spending a lot of time on anyway. And all of these stuff will help my inner child to soar and fly. So that's what I am seeing, and I feel it makes sense as well with the other transits when we get into them, because a lot of creativity is ready to come out. What you're spending a lot of time on and you still have to be consistent is there with the 4 energy. And the material, something is coming in the material where you're just going to be nurturing that thing and it will appear in your physical reality. So if you did like any of that, do let me know. Hit a like on the like button and let's get into the transits. I've got less than 20 minutes to talk about the transits. Let's go. So with the transits, as you can see, it does have transits all clear, visible in the order right there, and of course it does have it on that side too. I just thought I'll show you that in the calendar, but let's focus on over here now. Don't watch the 5. We're getting another 5. No, we didn't have a 5 there. Oh, we've got a 5 there. We got a 5. I'm just holding the board up. It's a bit slanted strangely, but I don't know, it don't make sense. Anyway, here are the transits. So this Mercury one, it does transit there on the 1st. That's why I had put that there, as these are the positions on the 1st of July. But we've already spoke about that pretty much. We are going to be exchanging our energy now, our communication, our thoughts, how we even exchange monetary things. Make sure you check out my Crypto Angles podcast as well, where I saw 222 on the clock. Wow, 222. Oh gosh. Anyway, check out my Crypto Angles podcast where I talk more about monetary exchange, but ultimately our communication and thoughts will be based around things we want to nurture, grow, and protect. Basically, how we exchange our energy. You may feel like, I don't even want to exchange my energy with this person in this way, like they're not worth it, or this person's worth it, so let me put more time and effort into it. But ultimately, that's how we're going to be operating. It's based on things you want to grow, nurture, protect, things that are actually valuable for you, as Cancer fuels the 4th house. We're then getting Neptune finally stationing retrograde in Pisces. So like I says, this retrograde energy offers a going over, crossing the I's, dotting the T's, of what you didn't have the space, time and capacity to do before. So like I mentioned, Neptune is that tuning fork. So we're basically going to be so yeah, got a bit distracted, but Neptune, it's that tuning fork. So like I says, we're in the realm now, and I feel this is like actively the whole you create your reality type of vibe, really getting that life you're kind of ready or want or would like to have. It's attuning yourself to it. Neptune can be very delusional in nature because it knows the connection to everything. It's Poseidon's trident, just like that tuning fork. Water element, it knows everything's connected. So I'm seeing this retrograde period being in Pisces, basically it's saying to me, this very thing you're ready to want, what you want to bring your wisdom out with, this creativity, which is the key. Yeah, this creativity, that Pisces wisdom, it's retrograding back so you can do what is necessary to truly attune yourselves to the wisdom you need to know, the wisdom you want to know, the wisdom you want to create and bring out. It will attune you to the frequencies you're ready to sit on and be in while it's in the waters. Okay, so we're fine tuning our frequencies right now with Neptune stationing retrograde in Pisces. We're then getting Venus entering into Cancer, moving from Taurus, going into Cancer. So Venus represents our material values. Like I said, it's all of your six senses and what you find valuable in our reality, which makes you want to use your senses to interact with it. Just like Mercury going into Cancer, we're going to start to find things, or only the things we want to grow, nurture and protect, basically. That is what's going to be prominent. And that's what we're going to find more valuable from the 10th onward when it comes to our material values. So yeah, and like I said, I generally feel, as well as home and family, which is what Cancer's about, that's what you're going to find is important at that time. It's all of your values in the material. So again, it falls on your wisdom. Is this something valuable of you, this Pisces wisdom? So that's how you want to use your six senses to interact with in the hologram from this point. Is your unique idea, what you've been spending a lot of time on, valuable? If so, you're going to be using your six senses to actually interact with that in your reality. Okay, so that's what I am seeing there. We are going to be exchanging our energy and literally using our senses to fully engage in this nurturing, this six pregnant belly energy. Nurturing, growing and protecting that what is valuable to us. We're then getting Mars moving from Aries going into Taurus. So Mars, like I said, representing our drive and our passion. Ultimately, it's just your drive and your passion. Just look at the symbol. It's like, yep, this is the direction we're going in. Mars being the god of war, it's moving into Taurus. So like I said, it was in this Aries energy of this new freshness. This is the new this new passion I want to do, or reignited passion. Just feeling a new spark towards that direction. This spark, this flame then moves into Taurus, and it begins to come into your toroidal field on how your drive and passion is moving you. Okay, so literally how you're moving now is going to begin to, how you've been moving in this new way, this new spark, this new flame is going to begin to attract new experiences to you from how you've been moving, all right, in your material reality. So again, it's kind of like you're driving your passion, you're based on like, this is what I want to grow, nurture and protect. It's like you're driving your passion will amplify that because it's being amplified into your toroidal field of what you're growing and nurturing and protecting. Okay, all being attracted to your toroidal field. Not long left on the clock. So Mercury then moving it into Leo. So we're moving from exchanging our energy in this way of nurturing and protecting, and once we realize this is what I want to nurture and protect and grow, we're then exchanging our energy in a confident way about it. Now we know what we want to nurture and protect. Now we know what's coming out, our creativity. Oh, pardon me, confirmation burp. We're now going to begin to exchange our energy in the month of July in a very bold, confident way. Leo is fueled by the sun, so it's all about confidence. It's all about I am that I am. This is how I shine. This is who I am, basically. And it's, you'll begin to communicate in this way. Like, if you check out my Crypto Angles podcast, you'll be making more bold moves when it comes to monetary exchange. For example, if you do invest or anything like that. But literally how you communicate, your thoughts are going to be bold, confident, sure, and things of that nature. So yeah, it's like you'll realize this is what I'm nurturing, and now you're just going to do it confidently. You're going to be speaking confidently as these things I'm seeing coming into our material reality. Then we're getting the sun moving into Cancer. So the sun representing our ego, and yes, it's still Gemini season right now. It's Cancer season in the middle of July. Forgive me if you hear background noise, but we will begin to perceive our reality, ego now, through the whole Cancer lens. So all it's doing is amplifying, well, Venus, because Mercury had already moved, because Mercury's quick, man. We're getting a retrograde soon. But it's amplifying our material values. The way we are perceiving reality, the way our ego is perceiving reality, is based on this Cancer energy of this is what I want to grow, nurture, and protect. Okay, in alignment with your values as well. So that's what you're going to find valuable. That's how you're perceiving reality. And ultimately, if they don't need to be in your crab Cancer shell, you're not going to give time. You're going to protect yourself from that energy and just nurture, grow, and protect what's valuable to you. And your ego is perceiving reality through that lens. So that will be a major lens. Again, picking up on what you have been spending a lot of time on with Saturn and the key, you know. Again, it's like this protecting and nurturing energy is also with Lilith being in Libra, of creating that balance, working on that balance too. Yeah, and knowing what you want to grow, nurture, and protect will impact how Jupiter expands you and how Uranus wants to create that sudden change in your material reality as well, with this 6 in numerology. We're then getting Venus moving, so she's moving pretty quick. So it's like it's amplifying that Cancer energy and then moving quite quickly out of it into the Leo confident energy, as Venus moves into Leo as well. So when it comes to your material reality at this point, what you may find valuable, you're showing this and interacting with it, using your senses to really, have fun in the hologram, in this bold, confident, I am that I am, Leo energy type of way. So whatever ultimately you have been nurturing, working on, and of course our ego will still be operating through that lens. Within the month of July, you're going to start showing it confidently. Your 6 senses, you're going to want to use that to show it in a confident way. Basically, it just represents the material. So the way you'll be operating in the material is you'll be moving confidently in this I am that I am type of energy. Being the second fire sign is definitely more mature than Aries, and there's just a lot of confidence there. But this confidence, think of a lion, it doesn't really come like boastful or anything like that. It is just, this is who I am, period, point blank, not in this boasty type of way to try and prove your point. A lion never has to prove its point. It just is what it is. Okay, so when I'm saying confident blah blah, it's not boastful, it's not unnecessarily putting yourself out there or anything like that. It's in the subtlety of the power of a lion, okay, of this is what I'm doing. Basically. But that's what I'm seeing for that. And of course, not long left on the clock, CHRION is actually stationing retrograde, obviously in Pisces. So we're getting retrograde energy coming in with the key. So this whole key thing with this Pisces energy, your wisdom, and attuning yourself to frequencies, of course, this key energy of where the hologram tries to create illusions to makes you a bit more hesitant to operate in this energy. Obviously, we're pushing through these illusions. So it's about crossing the I's, dotting the T's when it comes to this retrograde energy of CHRION, to truly push through even more illusions that is keeping you hesitant from operating in this Pisces energy. I can't really give a practical example of, because it will come up in different ways for everyone's life. The hologram will just create an illusion which will make you scared to go in that direction. But ultimately, gosh man, I'm near the end of this video. I don't know if you're hearing pure shouting, but when you live with family, it's just pure noise. Anyway, I forgot my point. CHRION, it's the key. I feel retrogrades is going to create more illusions to operate in this Pisces energies, of Pisces wisdom. But ultimately it's ignoring these illusions. Okay, it's pushing through it. Whatever blocks you may have been like, oh, I'm a bit hesitant to talk about this, to do that, things of that nature, you'll be working on the blocks in this retrograde to actually push through, so you're not so hesitant, because that is the key. And ultimately it's your strength. You operating in this energy right now with this, as well as of course wherever your Chiron placement is. I do give birth chart readings if you want, but you can check for yourself. Only if you want that deeper perspective, I can offer that for you, but you can check for yourself. But ultimately, wherever Chiron is for you, as well as where it is in the sky, that is your strength. Okay, but the hologram will create illusions, but this retrograde will give you that time and space so you can actually move forward and break through those illusions of this Pisces energy and actually bring this wisdom out, bring out your creativity, okay, and nurture that. So yeah, and this is just one little practical example though. Sometimes I do get a bit nervous putting my stuff out there and things of that, like, do people really want to know this, blah blah, and that has held me back. And I feel like these energies moving right now has started to push a little, and it's just been like, Kelita, come on, you just have to do this. Not everyone's gonna get it, but many may. And I feel even when it comes to just putting this on the community tab to let people know, like, yeah, this is out there, I've been hesitant to do it out of fear of rejection or fear of not being seen. But I'm getting to the point slowly where it's like, no, I need to do it, you know. So hopefully I'm a bit more active and stuff. And yeah, but that's just a practical example. Anyway, the last one, I've got a couple more minutes on here. Lilith stations direct, so it's finishing its retrograde and it stations direct in Libra. So we're beginning to move forward in momentum, and bear in mind, when it comes to retrogrades, whatever was done in that retrograde period can build up the momentum to move forward quicker. All right, so ultimately we're getting ready to just move forward again, and within this Libra energy. So it's not so much of doing what I didn't have time or space to do before and starting to get it done. It's more of we're moving on to new things now. So Lilith had already been in Libra. Oh, I've got 1 minute. Lilith had already been in Libra, and then it retrograded, went to Ophiuchus and then retrograded back. So it's like now we had to touch base back clearly again in this balancing energies, and now we're going to move forward in a new way to truly create this balance, this Libra balancing energy, to truly take what's from the ether, the mind, and bring it out into the plane of existence. So we're working on new aspects now, as we're not retrograding, going over past aspects. We're just moving forward in it. But because we had already been in Libra as well as Scorpio and Ophiuchus, we're touch base on some of those things again as we move forward. But I literally have less than like 30 seconds on the clock. So if you did like any of this, thank you. There was no tarot in this video because I did it literally on Thursday's video. Please grab a calendar, is discounted, 10% off. Grab a reading if you would like, or if you would like to support in any way, simply just subscribe, hit the bell notification and leave a comment on the video. But if you did like this, do stick around for the next one. Make sure you check out my Thursday video, and bear in mind this will be off of YouTube in 48 hours and on Patreon only, donation based, so it's super cheap. Every tier gets access to it all. But thank you for getting to the end of the video. I've got a couple seconds left, but I'll see you in the next one. Angel out. Bye.